Hi guys, welcome back to Tarlach Time, and today I am actually here with, I would say, is a little bit of a special guest.
I mean, a special, asterisk, question mark, semicolon.
Today I'm actually
yes,
here
hello.
with GM Fedoradan, so our newest GM.
Yes, I am here.
And
as just a normal person and not a representative, not at work, not just me. I'm just here. Hello.
yes, exactly. Because, well, as you can see, he's not on his GM character, he can't.
But I did make a giant because people wanted me to be a giant originally, so I figured, oh, here, let's make the giant just really basic, and I made him in 5 minutes because, like, my personal account's on Ruari. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Can't be.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, the point is, I'm here. I am Dan. I am your newest Nexon fam, and I'm just here to just basically talk about me. Nothing work related, because no knowledge for you guys. Sorry, contractually obligated to say no, and also no for you.
No for you, and no for you, and no for you.
But yeah,
no for all of you.
I thought it would just be a great little thing to just come out and, using a little time in Tarlach thing to. Okay, I will mispronounce so many things all the time. It's just me. In any case, I thought this would be a good little avenue. Just come out and just say, hey, this is me as your DM. More so, this is me as Dan. Rather, I just wanted to just reach out and just engage with the community a little bit. Just say hi.
Yeah. And you know what? This is the perfect place. Don't worry.
Yeah,
So, I mean, obviously, this is a little bit different because usually I will do Tarlach Times on people who have been around for a while and, are well-known players in the community. But, I thought it was... I always kept the idea open to using it as a way to introduce people to the community as well. So, yeah, I guess a good way to start is with our very own newest GM, so... Yeah.
Yes. So, I've already stated in the Discords and, just me chatting with the people, I'm new to Mavi. Mavi is very new to me. I pretty much am as new as when I started working, practically maybe 2 weeks before, because I made my account 2 weeks before that.
Let's just say this. He had to ask me how to use emotes a second ago.
Okay, now you're shaming me on the interview. I don't appreciate that. Look,
sorry.
Okay, look. That's the thing, I'm jumping into an MMO with 10 years of content.
Well, more.
There's a lot I gotta check out. There's a lot I gotta see.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't worry. I was just pulling with you a little bit.
I'm just saying that, I will get there. I'm not there. I have not been playing this game as long as you guys have. So, I know how it works in other MMOs because I've played a few others. I need to now learn the Mavi way.
Actually, you know what? That's a good question to start with, actually. Is there, or what other games did you play other than Mabi? No?
Well, I played Ragnarok Online back when it was still a thing. I played World of Warcraft for maybe a month, and then I realized I don't want to pay the subscription.
Oh, yep.
That's what happened there, and I'm like, yeah, no. What other MMOs have I played? I played ESO. Not at launch. I played it a lot later than that. And then, I guess you could consider Warframe a kind of MMO, kind of.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's not like I play Warframe. I'm just trying to list games similar to this genre.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been around playing MMOs everywhere.
Everywhere.
I played KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, the MMO one, the Star Wars MMO. I forget.
Okay. I mean, I've never heard of it, but that sounds fun, actually.
That one's still around actually. Like that one's still kicking. That one's still running. That was the thing. Like before I learned about Mabi, I was like I played all these other MMOs and I saw them like pretty much fizzle out and die out, and it was sad every time because it was just like I got really invested in the game, but then it didn't. But like the fact that Mabi's just been around for so long, I'm like, oh my god, why did I never hear about this? Why did I never find this?
Yeah,
like,
we were just talking about that the other day too.
Nobody told me that this was a thing, and now I'm like, man, I could have been riding around in a food truck, flying around, and like for way longer than I have been. Because, okay, when I was working, or when I started working here, like Captors. She basically told me, this is why you'll like this game. You can use guns, and you can go around in a flying food truck, and I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I'm down.
Mabinogi, favorite game now. 2019.
favorite game now. Like, yeah, no. I just started playing it, and, both for work and on my personal time, because, like I said, there's a lot of content I need to go through.
Yeah.
And I like it. It reminds me of old like MMOs I used to play, because it's been virtually running on the same framework that it's been made on since it started, which is impressive.
With the couple of changes here and there, yeah. It's definitely. I mean, I would say it aged well.
I mean, I still think it's pleasant to look at. I'm like, hey, I like it's got a visual style that's still good. It still holds up. I mean, you look at how adorable your little character is, and then even my guy, even though he's brand new, I'm like, oh, he doesn't look half bad with that beard and hair.
Beard and hair.
Yeah, I could make him way better if I spent some pawn, but I'm like, maybe not.
Oh, that reminds me. So we were gonna try and find a fedora for him to wear. But,
oh right, yes. The only fedora she had on hand doesn't fit on giants or can't be used by giants.
Yeah, so
like
that's...
we were going to put fedora on me because Fedoradan, but it didn't pan out the way we had hoped.
But it's okay. We still have his little elf that we can look at with his little fedora.
Yeah, I made the elf as. If people aren't unaware who didn't vote on it, let me just say, okay, they first wanted me to be a giant. Because I saw a lot of people on Discord, because I asked, I don't know what character to make for a GM, so I'm like, maybe I'll ask the community, maybe they'll have something in mind that they want me to be as specifically.
Yeah.
So I just threw out a random question of like, oh hey, what should I be? And I saw a bunch of responses for giant, but then I saw a bunch of responses for elves. Because apparently, the other GM accounts, they're human and giant, but there is no elf GM. Or at least at the time there wasn't.
Yeah.
And they all voted elf. Everyone. It was 500 votes for elf and 250 for giant, and then 50 for human. That was no one voting human because everyone has a human character. So it was unanimous decision to be an elf. So I'm like, okay, if they're gonna make me an elf, I'm gonna make the tiniest little elf in the world, so that when I run around at the speed of sound in Dumbarton, when I get to use the GM account, because for those unaware, GM accounts are specifically for work use, practically.
Yeah.
You can only use it at work, because it should only be used for work, because everyone understands GMs are really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go mess around with things you shouldn't be with the GM. So
yeah,
that's why I'm not the tiny little elf.
Not today.
Not today, but
yeah, because you still gotta have that personal account too, right? When you want to play at home.
Yeah, this is why I'm on the personal account here with a brand new character, just so that we could have my character just here in shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you will see my little elf in the future as we do
little
stuff.
Community events and stuff.
Yeah. Cat with Captors now being the community manager, she'll be letting me know when we're gonna do some GM stuff, and then you'll see him around soon enough.
That's good.
But yeah.
So what's your favorite color?
My favorite color, I like 3 favorite colors, but primarily I like purple.
Oh, what kind of purple? Like a dark purple or?
This Decepticon purple.
It's Decepticon purple.
Yeah,
what a description for that. That certain
everyone
shade.
knows what shade of purple that is. Like you can see it in your head. There's no question about it. So
That's true.
Decepticon purple. There's a very accurate description right there.
What are the other 2?
Dark brown and black.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But
Yeah,
do you like
my dark browns.
Do you like the 3 colors together or just all separately?
I like a combination of black and purple.
Mhm.
Like I'll go around my black suit and purple tie, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's fancy, actually.
Yeah, like I actually have a few purple ties that are good. Sometimes I'll have a dress shirt and a tie just when I feel like it.
Yeah, of course.
And have the fedora and all that stuff. Like
Wait, do you actually wear a fedora in real?
I have a hat collection. I legit have a hat collection. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw Cather's social post of like the pets of Nexon employee. Mine was just my pet was my hat with googly eyes put on it.
Oh my god! No, I haven't seen that. If you send that to me,
go to Mabinogi Instagram and go look at the National Pet Day post.
Yeah, if you could send that to me, I can put that in the description of the video, and I can just put a link there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
again.
Okay. Well, in either case, I actually have a unironic collection of hats that I actually wear.
Jeez.
And I have them in all kinds of colors. So the on-running joke of Fedoradan is
because
not
of the fedoras and hats.
It's not just haha. It's more of like, no, really, he actually has all that stuff.
Could you imagine if Cathers had a different name that had to do with cheese?
I mean, look, I wouldn't hold it past her at this point with how much cheese has entered her life. She's not the cheese queen, so
yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised, is what I'm trying to say. I would not be surprised one bit.
Yeah, of course. So, what is your favorite NPC?
My favorite NPC of the ones I've met, of course, right?
yeah, because you are new, of course.
Yeah, of the ones I've met. Let me think about that one. Which one? Because there's 2 layers to this. One, I need to remember which ones I've seen. The other ones, I need to remember their name.
I mean, even if you could picture the NPC, I could maybe I would know which one it is. Maybe. I'm bad with names though, so maybe not.
I think probably my favorite NPC that I've met, primarily because of the little story bits I've had with that one, is Tarlach. Because I kind of like the story of like, I did this dungeon and then I met the succubus that really wanted me, but I said no, and now I'm cursed to be a bear every day, and I'm like, oh.
I mean,
you're
how
just
fitting.
stuck here. I mean, you're just stuck here as a bear, and you have a tragic story, and you really do care about what's her name? The succubus girl. I forget her
Crystal.
name. Crystal. Yeah, she's over there in the church over there by Dumbarton.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like that. The whole thing of like, does he even care? And he's like, yeah, I do care. Here's this rose from that moment. I'm like, damn, you kept that all this time. Holy crap.
Yeah.
But I'm like, like I haven't met a whole lot of characters, but I'm like, of the characters I've met and actually gotten to know a little bit about them, I think Tarlach's one of them that sticks out because I'm like, oh, this is actually really tragic and sad. And
yeah, and you know what? That's really fitting because Tarlach Time, Tarlach Dan.
And I guess for a female favorite NPC, to be fair, I think my favorite female NPC is what do you call him? The Ace Hunter, the chain blade Ace Hunter, the one you do the chain blade quest for.
Iron?
I think that's her name. you know.
No, we're both
Oh.
bad. It's okay. That's probably what it is, but I mean,
Someone knows her name, but it is not us.
please don't hold it against us if we got it wrong.
But mostly be mad at her because she's played more than me.
That's so mean. Oh my gosh.
So if anyone's gonna be mad, she's played more than me, so you can't be mad at me.
Oh. Okay, I see how it is.
In either case, I did like that plotline of the Chainblade, and I was too strong because the power of Chainblade is too strong if you let it take over and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, it's a neat little thing. Reminds me of like Warhammer, like Chaos Lords and their power, and if you dive too much in it, they'll just possess you, kind of thing.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
like, oh, that's neat. And then the whole funny thing is that your character can actually hit on her, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally gonna fight this one in front of all the other ace heroes, and they're all like, oh my god, look at the militia, look at him go, and I'm like, yeah, what you gonna do? I saved her from the crystal, not you.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah, indeed. Whoa.
It's like I've come to stake my claim.
Oh, you're claiming her. Oof.
Well, at least Vincenzo is. Vincenzo's the name of my personal. Because like a fun fact about when I play any game, especially like ones that let you make your character.
Yeah.
I have an on-running joke that every character I make, there has to be one named Vincenzo. And the story for that is I used to play a lot of tabletop RPGs.
Oh, okay.
Like, I used to play, for those wondering, I played Shadowrun, I played Vampire the Masquerade, I've played Mutants and Masterminds, and I played, classic D&D very briefly.
Yes, D&D.
Unfortunately, as with most tabletop games you try and set up, like, time and scheduling gets real pain, and then, like, people just can't get to it up very easily. Yeah, like, we'll keep it up for maybe, like, a couple months, and then after that it just falls out, because just stuff comes up.
Yeah, I recently started doing, like, D&D and Pathfinder and stuff, so I definitely understand the whole scheduling thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like tabletops. So the on-running joke was, so when I was playing Vampire the Masquerade, we came up with this character of Vincenzo, and he was supposed to be like the most amazing magician who's ever lived, and he knows it, but no one else knows it because they all think he's an idiot.
Oh, okay.
and the reason why they all think he's an idiot is because his innate superpower that makes him the most powerful magician in the world is that he exists across all timelines. He exists across all universes. So he can remember things and say things that happen in other universes, and everyone thinks he's just a crazy old man because they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. What are you even on about?
Yeah.
So, like, in Vampire the Masquerade, it's supposed to be like 1950s LA, and then you'll hear him talking about dragons in Shadowrun.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy to hear about in 1950.
So yeah, they're like, what are you on about? But he's telling true events and true things that happen in other universes.
But then they just think he's crazy, right?
Yeah, they just think he's crazy, even though he's insanely powerful. So
yeah,
it became this great character for D&D that my GM has then. Well, at the time, my GM, like, he would not let me make another character if it wasn't Vincenzo because he loved it that much. Because he could work with it so well, because he could do all these like scenarios where like, and Vincenzo, roll that you remember something irrelevant. And it was good fun. But from then on, every character I made would always be Vincenzo. And the way he would be styled is he would have a pompadour that was white hair. He would have a white hair pompadour, and he have a mustache and goatee.
Oh.
He could have a mustache and goatee. His mustache and goatee was also white. And then if possible, his pupils would be white as well.
Like his irises?
Yeah, his irises would be like
Oh,
glowy
okay.
white. Like if I can make them glowy white or like glowy blue or something, like a lighter glowy color that makes the eyes glow.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what Vincenzo would look like. And then I try and make as close to that as possible.
Yeah.
In any game I play. And
Yeah, I
as you
pretty
know,
much do that too with my characters.
and as you know, there is a pompadour in Mabinogi, and there are eyes that let me change them to be white.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you have a character on Mabinogi?
Yes, go on.
That is related?
Yes, Vincenzo has now invaded Mabinogi, and
my
it's now
gosh.
canon that he exists on this timeline as well. in the militia time.
Dan.
If it wasn't obvious, I'm a very big nerd, you know? And I will do things because I know it's funny.
Well, yeah, you're playing Mabinogi. You gotta be a nerd. Come on.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I gotta bring my own flavor. I gotta bring my own style to memes and everything. That will happen here.
Yes, by the way, he loves memes. Trust me.
I mean, I'm a walking meme, and everyone knows it, and that's why everyone in Discord gives me every single opportunity to tell me is that I am such. Like...
So... Sorry to cut you off there.
Go
I'm
for
sorry. I was actually going to ask, is Dan your real name? Like, I actually just have to know. Like...
Oh yeah, no, that's my real name. Like,
okay. I know that's like a really obvious question or answer, I guess, but...
I mean, like, look, I got Daniel as my name, but everyone calls me Dan. It's just easier.
Yeah, of course.
Discord, I just had it Dan the Man conveniently, and then since everyone's like, hey, look, it's Dan the Man, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna change my Discord name to DANDAMAN. Because, like, I had a THE, Dan the Man, but then, like, yeah, I'm just like, you know what, for joke's sake, I'll just have it like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It just
rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, so it's just left it like that. Originally, I was gonna make my GM Dan the Man, but wouldn't you know, there's some inactive accounts with that name that I couldn't make it.
Oh, does it work that way? Like you actually can't?
Yeah, I couldn't. The name was taken in the server, and I couldn't take it. So that's why we went with Fedoradan.
Oh, that's interesting. It's an interesting little fact.
Yeah.
Another little random question, I guess. Since we're just getting to know you, what's your favorite season? I know that's a really
like in
question.
real life, like a real well, as someone who lives in LA can tell you, there are no such thing as seasons here. There is only burning magma or blistering cold.
That's true. That's true.
There is no seasons in LA. There is only, are you burning or are you freezing to death? There is no in between.
So I'm gonna say it's like a mix of summer and winter.
I would say the colder times in LA, you know, your January and February.
Yeah.
Is my
I'm in
favorite.
Canada, so.
Well, I'm just saying, like, for over here, like, the January and February is more the winter. Because it's hot till, like, November in LA. December's kind of chilly, but it's not cold. It's January and February that get really cold. Like, we had some nights over the past few weeks that were, like...
Yeah, you guys have...
like 40...
Have you guys had snow over there?
There was snow in southern LA, actually, just a little bit back, yeah. There was some parts that were cold enough to snow, which hasn't happened in an absurdly long time, and that's kind of worrying.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
But the point being is, LA's either hot or cold.
Yep.
There is no seasons here. There is no such thing as fall, and there's no such thing as spring. We just go straight to summer and straight to winter.
That's interesting, though. I mean, yeah, like I said, for someone who's in Canada, like, we have all of the seasons.
Oh yeah.
But then I do hear all the time, you know, LA with its heat and it's cold and
I mean, the magical land of Canada, like, I would love to go.
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest taking a trip out here. It's nice here.
There's actually
But anyway,
some family of mine in Canada. It might actually go down at some point.
that's cool then.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal. I think a bear. Cause
wow, I see a cycle here.
Oh, I mean, like
Tarlach is your favorite NPC with like the bears.
He's just a bear. I just always for me. I just always love the jokes that just happen with like bears and like cartoons and stuff. Like I don't know if you remember seeing Adventure Time of like the greatest adventure ever. Jimmy is like he fought a bear and that made him the greatest adventure ever. And I'm like, oh my god, he fought a bear. It's amazing. Look at that. He fought a bear. Like I just always love the jokes that would happen of like, you know, oh why do you want a pet bear? To teach you how to drink vodka, but what? What? Yeah, Comrade Bear, don't you know? It's just a bear with a Ushanka hat. That's all it is. And suddenly, it's your friend, and I'm like, that's great. It's so dumb. I love
That's great. Uh-huh.
It's so dumb. I love it. So, anyways, there's a lot of jokes over the years associated with bears, and
bears.
And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Bears are fun.
Yeah, bears are fun. So, what is your favorite dungeon or shadow mission? I don't know if you've done much of those, but
I haven't done a whole lot of shadow missions. I actually asked our Discord for help for some shadow missions because
oh really?
My personal account ain't strong enough to do so on hard mode.
Aww.
So you know, sometimes I'll come out and be like, "Hey, if someone's bored, can someone come help me? Because I can't do it."
That's really pure. Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, look, like, okay, I'm doing the. How do you pronounce your name? Blanded? Blanded?
I mean, I say blanded.
Blanded?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go blanded. I've been doing her quests because her quests are basically like, you know, the super tutorial for the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been going through that user experience basically, and there's a lot of roadblocks for someone that's new because it's just like, do this mission on hard and shadow missions. I'm like, I can't do that because one, I don't have an expert title yet, and two, because I'm not strong enough.
Yeah, you know, the lucky thing about Mabinogi, or the community in Mabinogi anyway, is that we have a lot of people who are willing to help the new players. Like, new players to us, to the people who have been around for a long time. They are like little treasures, I would say. Like, we have to treat them with, like, everything that we have within our power. Like, we gotta give them everything.
I mean, sure, like, I pop out more to the eye being a GM asking for help, but I believe that. I believe that. Like, because, you know, Warframe community is kind of the same as well. That they'll also be kind to help people, because, I mean, one thing is that Warframe, when you play it a long time, you just have all these cards that you can just give away and feel no pressure or bad feeling to just give it to people, and these are cards that people will need to get good at the game anyway, and you have like 20 of them in your inventory. You're like, oh yeah, here have one.
Yeah.
And so yeah, just like you said, you know, I'm a gunslinger primarily because I like the novelty of just going around with guns. Every game that lets me do that, I like doing that because it's fun. Gunslinger is fun in Mabinogi, so I decided to main that, even though everyone told me play something else because they're not great. And I'm like, hey, look, gun is fun.
I was gonna say, why should you listen to other people telling you what to do with your game? Come on now.
Well, because they had a point that I needed the skills of other classes to make Gunslinger stronger.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, like, as you are acutely aware, there's a cap of how much stats you can be staying as one class, so it's kind of like, nah, I should switch and get some more dex and some more strength on another class.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I like Gunslinger, so The Discord user that helped me a lot is Pi. You've seen her around the Discord, and Pi helped me a lot. And
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Pi. Even though you want to kill my character at every moment, I
what?
appreciate.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Here's a fun fact for you. When I started on my personal account and I joined the Discord, immediately Pi is like, "Oh, you're the new GM. Let me fight you and kill you in Mabinogi."
Oh, really?
and I humored Pi. I'm like, you know what? Sure. And it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna die instantly. And that's exactly what happened.
But you know what? Sounds like a true friend.
Oh, but this is the nice thing is that I was also asking, is like, oh yeah, what armor should I have? Because I have none.
Oh yeah.
So Pi had some spare armor, and he's like, okay, look, since you did come out, I'm gonna give you this armor too. I'm like, oh. But yeah, Pi also gave me spare what is it? Skill training potions for Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Because they were never gonna use that ever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, great. And those skill potions were enough to get me to the expert title. So then we did the shadow mission together, and that was good.
Aw, that's good then.
Yeah, it was
thanks
great.
to you.
It was great. Now I can proceed on my blanded quest because I was stuck. Because I'm like, I can't do this. I need help.
Yep, you got that done.
I did get that done.
You should be proud of yourself. No, I mean it. That's a good feat.
You did the thing, hooray.
Yeah.
But you know, like,
I guess a last question for you
go for it.
Would be, I usually ask this to the people that I normally do Tarlach Times with. It is, do you have any advice for people? Could be like life advice or in-game advice. I'm assuming it's going to be life advice since you don't have much experience in Mabinogi, but
okay, I'll stick with the life advice. And
yeah.
And this one's a good. I think this is a good one. And the good one I have is just mellow out.
Oof.
And be like as chill as you can be. Take things one step at a time and figure out things on your own pace. Just because you feel like you're behind doesn't mean that like you can't catch up, that you can't overcome what's in front of you. Like always feeling that you're behind someone else because you see someone else doing better doesn't mean that you will never get there.
Oh, that's actually really hitting me.
Like,
I don't want to cry.
Well, I'm like, you know, it's just one of those things of like,
I know.
I see a lot of people always stressing out that they don't feel like where they should be, and I keep reminding them when, you know, they ask me, because even though I'm a giant nerd and everything, if the one thing I do know how to tell someone is telling them what they need to know when it comes to like things out in the real world. It's like I've done a lot of things outside of being a nerd and all that stuff, so I've learned a thing or two. And and I hear a lot from a lot of people, and they always feel like, you know,
like
they see one of the they always feel that they're not good enough. They always feel that they're not like as pretty, they're not as handsome, they're not whatever, like something of them is just not up to par because they see something that they perceive to be better or more ahead than them. And I tell them every time, it's like, look, you don't have to reach that point right now.
Aww.
You can get there. You just gotta go your way to get there. You don't have to follow in their footsteps. You don't have to be that person that you're looking up to, like, immediately right now. You will get there if you want to get there. You just have to go at your own pace. It's not your time yet.
Aww. I love that. Oh.
Like I just stress to people, like, you know, things you'll have your moment when when fates align, when stuff aligns to get there.
When the stars align.
When the stars align to get there, you know, like as long as you don't basically give up, like you'll get there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'll tell you this, like, me 5 years ago, I never thought I'd be where I am right now.
Yeah.
It's not to say like like high up there, but I'm doing well for myself. And
Yeah.
I want to just stress to to community I'll be serving that hey, I'm here for you guys. I'm gonna do my best. And
That's so sweet of you.
and I may not know the game out of the back of my hand, but trust me, I'm gonna learn it. Like if I do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'll be
you're doing
doing
a
that.
good job with it.
And I'll be doing that one step at a time, at my own pace. But I'll get there. You're all welcome to make fun of me every step of the way. But when I get there, you'll know.
Yeah, we will. We will know. And you have a lot of people behind you, like just there to catch you when you fall.
Oh, well, yeah. Family, friends, all that good stuff. I mean, if it wasn't obvious enough, me and Cactus are really good friends, but, she'll always trash on me at every opportunity, because that's how she is.
Yeah.
I love her guts. I love that woman.
Aw. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Cactus.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the funniest thing is that, I was originally best friends with her now husband.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I met her, through her husband, her now husband. He was just my best friend in college.
Oh.
And, I think, I don't know if she, told anyone about it, but, I kind of helped her husband make his proposal for her. I was, I was there at every step of the way helping to make that. So,
Oh, that's so cute. Oh.
So I take full responsibility for helping to make that happen.
You always bring it up every chance you get.
No, I don't. But I feel it to be relevant to describe our relationship, because we're not only
that's something
we're
special.
Good, we're not only coworkers; we're really good friends too.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to work with Cathers.
Yeah.
And I'll be there for every meme and every time she yells at me in Discord to get back to work.
Oh, jeez. But
yeah, simple things.
Yeah, that's honestly great advice, and that's a cute little story to continue it on with.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's great advice. So, thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
I just wanted to come talk for a little bit, see what's what.
Yeah, and I especially appreciate that you actually got back to me. I know, not to say that everybody would do this, but most people who work for, the company of a game and stuff, they sometimes they won't get back to you and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hoops. I mean, even now,
yeah, because you don't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's you all understand. It's just hey, look, it's just a complicated thing, and but I felt that I could come in and just come talk just as me rather than representative me.
Yeah,
I'm not,
exactly. It's a good introduction for you.
Yeah, I'm not coming here talking as a Nexon person. I'm coming here talking as Dan. I am just Dan for this interview.
Exactly.
That's why we didn't talk about anything work related, because no.
Yeah, it's you're a real person.
Yeah, I wanted to come
a regular working person.
Yes.
But yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And shout out to anyone tunes in, say hi. Yeah. Hello to you too. You'll find me on Discord. You can ping me for memes if you want. I don't mind.
Yep.
But
yeah, thank you all for the support that you've been giving me recently for these videos. This is going to be my 30th Tarlach Time, so yeah, that's
happy
that's
30th! Hooray! Look, whoa! The special guest star 30th. Whoa!
30. It seems like a small number, but I don't know. I feel like it's pretty special still. But
I mean,
anyway,
this is a thing only you do, right? Like,
yeah, I kind of thought about it for a while and then I just kind of did it. So
no,
I don't know.
that's what's cool. Like, that's why I'm like, I should do this because you're like the only one that does this, as far as I'm
Yeah.
aware. I was like, oh,
Yeah, and I
it's a
get
cool
notes
little
all the
thing.
time from people saying like, "Oh yeah, keep it up. Like I really like this. This is really different." Stuff like that. It's really showing the community, I guess, in a way.
I mean, you're a tightly knit community, and I can see that. Like,
Yeah.
even that Discord is tightly knit.
Yeah.
So, like, it's great. That's why I want to just come out and just be like, hey, you're gonna see me a lot, so you might as well get to know me in some regard.
Yeah, and you get to be a part of this now too. You're a part of history.
I'm part of them. One team, one meme.
Okay, my foot just almost cramped up, so I should probably end this now.
You're fine.
Anyway, thank you all
Goodbye.
again, and I will see you in the next Tarlach time. Goodbye.
Later.